And we're live. We're live. Okay, we're live. So there's going to be a lot of nothing on this live stream. There's going to be a lot of nothing on this live stream. And if we know how to listen to videos on YouTube, we might learn one or two things about nothing, but in the way of learning about nothing is me. Is me. And the context I need to get out of me to be able to share with you about nothing. So, first and foremost, I'm not making this live stream today for anybody. No. I had a really good subject I wanted to talk about, and that was nothing. And I realized to make it properly, I shouldn't make it today. To make it properly for the viewer, I shouldn't make it today. So that kind of means I'm not doing it for the viewer. No. No. What it means is if anybody wants to hear, they've got to come with me on the journey. No one's going to watch this on YouTube's current algorithm. It's all AI slop that is in my feed for some reason, nothing else. But they've all got really high numbers. Who's going to stumble into this and give this idiot the time of day to listen to him about nothing when he's got to get context out to explain his life and why he can't make the video perfect, like with all the subtitles and flashy text? No, not possible. But this idiot is gonna make one hell of a YouTube channel. Yeah, millions of subscribers. How are we gonna do that? Oh, how are we gonna do that? How are we gonna do that? With nothing. It's still a good story. I tell you. So here comes the context. I was going to make it last night before I passed out. And I passed out and I couldn't make it last night. And I don't remember. I just know it was a story about nothing. And I was like, yeah, that's really, really, it sounds really, really ancient Taoist or Confucius. It sounds confusing. And within the confusion, there's space. And within the space, things can happen. But the point is, I've got a bad memory to begin with. And I'm so beaten by life that my memory is severely, severely impaired. And I don't know if I'm going to remember it. So I've got to talk through, before I make a video, all the different things that led to me finding, let's call it wisdom for now, out of the ether. I know, really confusing. Really confusing. But the point is, I don't have the energy anymore and I'm dying. I might need to call an ambulance. I was hoping this video would might help, but no, I'm in a severely bad way. And it's too much pressure to talk about nothing and to impart wisdom. So where can we take the rest of this live stream, considering it's probably terrible for the viewer? What do you want to know? This idiot has woken up today and he looks a mess. What has he got on? What is he wearing? What is he doing? I've been through a fight already and it's 10 to 12 for now. It's 10 to 12 for now. One day, it'll be 2 to 12. And I realise no matter what I say, because I look so bad and I am in such a bad place, you can't hear what I was implying by that. And there's no real way to explain it. So what is going on? I'm waffling to the world at the moment, and I'm going to leave it there on my channel so someone can see one day the state I find myself in. I've been fighting for hours to get myself together, and I've managed to have 2, 3 coffees, about 2 smokes, some pecan butter. I had a fight when I lost Siri this morning. I was screaming, Siri, where are you? Because when I wake up, I have to be straight at it with getting my utilizing external contraptions, devices, and inventions to accommodate my health. I'm beyond, you know, if someone meditates all the time, it's healing for them apparently. And they're going to not find themselves in this position. I like meditating. I've done a bit of meditation, but I don't do it all the time. And right now, if you say to me, why don't you just meditate, Gabriel? Go and do some meditation. That'll help. It's not physically possible. I mean, if I remember it all the time, I might find a minute here and a minute there. So maybe this is what I'll do. Just take a minute to meditate. And I'll get it back soon enough. But my brain's just gone dead. It's so bad. I was going to come back and say, no, that meditation isn't going to work for me. It's not going to work for me. It's not going to work. The pressure in my body from the moment I get up is really high, and I make it and I keep it there because I need it there to deal with my health. I know it sounds really weird. Sounds really, really weird, but given everything I know, I have to maintain a certain amount of pressure in life that creates the perfect vibration for the healing space I know. So in other words, I've given a lot of energy to understanding my body, healing it, and health. And I've got a idea of how to approach my body, to remedy my body, to heal my body, and that requires a constant pressure. And I've got to be focused from the moment I wake up and deal with uncomfortable situations the best I can, and that involves grabbing my phone and turning the hotspot on so I have internet. I'm addicted to the internet, man. This world says you need the internet, but given the right circumstances, I'd sell the internet for a lot of money to aliens. Absolutely. We can all go back to 1970s. Not even mobile phones work anymore. It's all landlines. How does anyone live? We've just rewound to 1970. How on earth do people live? If you've got to go somewhere, you haven't got your phone to call them when you're outside, or to possibly even double check the time because you don't carry a watch. And how do people know what time people are going to call if they're at home? It's like, I've got to be at home to speak to you. I can't do it anywhere else. Just when I'm out and about, any time. It has to be certain scenarios. So I'll sell the internet for a lot of money. That's where I'm at with it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm willing to let it go for a lot of money. So I say I'm not addicted to it. No, I'm not addicted to it, but I can't imagine a world without it. And I've imagined a lot of worlds. I've gone back to ancient Atlantis and I've said, no, I'm not happy unless there's an internet connection in ancient Atlantis. And while my brain gave me an internet connection in ancient Atlantis, so not even Atlantis is enough money to buy the internet. That's what we're saying. We're talking about all the universe getting its pennies together and coming here and saying, all together we'll chip in and buy it. So the whole universe has access to the internet. Instead, this conversation just isn't going anywhere today. So what are we going to call this? Realms of the Madman. Unfortunately, I say no, it's not my madness that's present at the moment. But I've got a label that says paranoid schizophrenia, which says mad. You've been to the madhouse a good few too many times. And while you kind of look mad, and I say, well, I'm severely disabled at the moment. And you say, well, you've got the label of a madman, you're mad. And I say, okay. Waffling of a madman. Waffling of a madman. And I say, I know what I'm doing when it comes to language. It's the best I can do given my physical body. And you say, no, it's not your physical body. It's your mind that's responsible. And I say, I can see how my mind looks responsible. I can see how my mind looks responsible, but my body gives everything. My mind just sits there and does nothing. So my body's giving everything. And my mind sits there and does nothing. And my mind is responsible for the problem. But my body is proactive in dealing with the problem. Therefore, I've taken responsibility of the problem. And where is the mind but within the body, within the nervous system that listens to a brain? So it's in my body and my body's proactive. My body said, no, that's me. I can see it clearly how the thinking might be an issue. Oh, oh, I'd need to move to a different planet. Just if you take me to a different planet, the problem goes away. It really does. I don't know how much to express to you on that. I don't want to say what I'm trying to say because it's all down and truthful and truthful. Nobody wants to hear the truth, but we all want to hear the truth. It's just like the truth is so truthful. It's like I've got to give an analogy. I've been working with depression, positivity, and negativity. And I said to myself, I've hit a double positive in life, and it turns out it's a negative. And there's a reason I shouldn't have gone off on that tangent because I've forgotten what we were talking about before. But I think that analogy might. So there's my mind. It's broken. It's broken. My body knows. What can I do? My mind is broken. When I go to speak, I'm not able to take all of the resources most people use and have access to in their body, the breathing, the heart pumping blood, oxygen to the brain, lungs taking in the appropriate amount of oxygen. Not all functioning properly for me, no. No. But it's my mind, because my mind is the one that has the final paint, just the final painting on language and communication. And I go to communicate and it looks like this when I'm trying to talk about nothing. Something really, really good about nothing. And it's a total mess, isn't it? But that's my body knowing that it is functioning as a broken whole system. It's locating at the moment the problem within mind and dealing with it, utilizing the relationship within life centered around the body, and finding mind come online at different times. And the mind is seeking out its own problem when it's able to. At the moment, it's not. And at the moment, I need to just do something different. So I've made the live stream. Ramblings of a Madman. So, my communication. You say I sound so messed up because I'm a madman. And I say, well, I just explained it all crystal clear how my body is leading the way. And unfortunately, at the end of it, you say it's my mind that is responsible. It's like getting a nail stuck in you somehow. You step on a nail, and the nail's responsible for being in you. Yes, the nail is in you. That's it. The nail is in you. And how do we get the nail out of you? Do you think about it? No. No, you pull down and you listen to the pain and it guides you straight there and it comes out real quickly. And then after you have a bit of breath, relaxation, and once the pain is all chilled out and you've got it all patched up, your mind comes back online. What's the problem there? That you stepped on the nail in the first place. Why did you step on the nail in the first place? Because you're not perfect. Why aren't you perfect? Does it matter? So a mental health disorder, you are saying to me, because I can't speak crystal clearly, it's because it's a lack of perfection. A lack of perfection. I have a mental health disorder because of a lack of perfection. Well, it doesn't really match up in this world, does it? Nobody's perfect. Why don't we have a ranking system for all the people who have a mental health? This is the average person who's not perfect. And you're not afraid to not be perfect in search for sanity. A mental health disorder is the search for sanity, knowing that we're insane to begin with if we have to be perfect. Do we have to be perfect? Are we insane? Where does that hidden rule come from? I need some more pecan nut butter. It's not really working today. But I tell you what, I got some walnut butter. This is my body, the limitations of my body. I slur my speech. Walnut, walnut, nut butter, nut butter. My voice is all over the place. I'm dancing different voices because I'm not perfect. But how is it everybody else who hasn't given any effort to being perfect is so perfect instantly? Or are we getting to the heart of the problem that I've got something severely, severely wrong with me and nobody explains it? And they say you've just got the label of a mental health disorder. And there's so much confusion around it, you're never really going to understand it. Have a great life. Well, I blame my sister. I blame my sister. Yep, I blame my sister. If you want my spiritual perspective on everything I know that isn't safe to say in the media, my sister's responsible for this. All of this mess, whatever it is, all of this has practical use. It's just I'm so disabled I can't physically sit here and maintain it. And after a little while, it's all a mess. Oh, I'm an ace when it comes to cleaning and tidying up. I really am. But I'm disabled. I don't get daily visits from a nurse because I'm under the mental health care system. And under the mental health care system, oh no, it's not your body, it's your mind. The, to reiterate, the mind has an issue born of just being alive in the first place. That is the mind. It breaks all the fucking time. It hides it from us because we don't understand it. The finality is it goes into a state of restructuring consciousness. Restructuring consciousness to do what? To heal. To heal the problem. But we don't know it's just restructured consciousness. It's so amazing. And because we live life at light speed, we don't catch it. We don't catch the seriousness. We don't know the seriousness. We never had a chance. We're all destined to have something hard happen to us in life at once, one time or another. Or are we not? Or are we not? And it's because I've got a big heart. That's all I can see. I'm just a big heart. I've been a big heart since I was a kid. I'm from a Greek family, so it's all about love. At least our family was. Too many times I've said it before. The ancient Greeks thought about love far too much. They had 24 words for love. Now, what in the world has been redefined and thought of and analyzed under a microscope to be divided by 24 times? I only know of one thing in the world, and that's snow. The snow. Yes. The way the Greeks thought and worried about love, the Eskimos are to snow. The Eskimos have about 24 different words for different types of snow. I think if you can imagine an Eskimo and paint a picture of his world and what snow means to a fucking Eskimo, that's what love means to a idiot Greek. And well, this idiot Greek just kept it simple. Did a lot of love. And if you do a lot of love, you realise, oh no, I'm not equipped to deal with tragedy, hardship, trauma. And you say, what? Everybody's going to go through it. Everybody's going to go through it. And to what extent? Oh my God. Oh my God. Not to that extent. No, yeah, everybody. That extent. So we're setting up little kids to go out to the world in love, knowing they're going to trip up and smack their teeth and have a really bad accident. And that's what happened to me. But the question is, why the hell wasn't I informed? I don't like thinking, but I am Greek, and as a result, I do a lot of thinking when life says so. So if you tell me this problem's in my future, I'm going to think about it and I'm going to find a solution. Figure it out, paint a life that says I'm not going to have that problem to that extent. I'm going to be prepared for it. But no, we're willing to let our children grow up in love, send them out into the world without the education of the world on any level as a big ball of bouncing love. And before you know it, they get popped. They get popped left, right, and centre. It's not nice, is it? Big balls of bouncy love. That's what children are, and they get popped left, right, and centre. And the way we do it is the Father Christmas approach. The Father Christmas approach. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Oh, it was just a conspiracy. A conspiracy. Conspiracy. The Father Christmas conspiracy. Look, I've been making videos for years now, and I appreciate my circumstance. And I might be hard to be heard at times. And I've been trying to speak to different people, trying to approach it from different angles. And well, I'm a bit, I'm a bit surprised one or two of my videos haven't gone viral. Just one or two. I've made 1,000. I've made 1,000. I'm asking for 0.2% of my videos to have gone viral. That hasn't happened. So it says you're content with your 4 and 8 viewers because you understand that's the effort you've been putting in. But come on. Surely one or two of these virals, there must have been something worthwhile in it. I feel like I've given a lot of gold. I know I've buried it under a mountain of rubble, but there's a shed ton of gold in all of these videos. And none of them have been spotted yet. None of them have been spotted. But I'm a madman, aren't I? Because I say this is sensible to the world. If you're after perfection and you're from London, it's going to look like this. Anybody else, they're not from London, man. They're on holiday in multicultural capitalism. Multicultural capitalism, that's what London is. One of the most multicultural capitalist capitals of the universe. Yes, the entire fucking universe, because nobody else is insane enough to employ capitalism as the best they can do. No, they're all a lot cleverer. They're either, yep, we mean capitalism, just stupid. We're into a lot more practical meanness. And we don't deal with the stupidity that is capitalism. Or they're actually benevolent. It means being kind and giving naturally the rest of the universe. And well, why would they contemplate capitalism as the best solution when it's love first? Benevolence is simple. Just keep it to love as a really, really clear application of your life, of one's life. And that's benevolence. No more we can do. So we might as well say the best we can do in that area of benevolence. And it doesn't quite cut it. The best we can do. The best we can do, held in capitalism, doesn't cover the benevolence. It's basically outlawed it, capitalism, in humanity. And for benevolence, humanity have to look up at the stars and look for benevolent extraterrestrials. All we need to do is see one alien race that's really, really highly evolved, and they give a shit. They give a shit. Because a lot of these bloody aliens, they just sit there in the sky watching us. Does that say benevolence? Does that say benevolence? We're going through all of this mess and they're sitting there in the sky watching us going through it. And they're saying, you could do this better. You could be more loving over here. And you could do that better. You could be less mean over there. And that's what they're doing. They're not benevolent, are they? No. So does that mean, despite having been found by numerous alien races up until now, planet Earth, and numerous doesn't count, doesn't highlight the amount of alien races. Oh, we might not have a lot of alien races in the universe, I've just been told. What a load of bullshit. There are so many. And they've been here for ages. And we wanted to create capitalism. And they said, what? Capitalism? And we said, yeah, capitalism. We want our McDonald's and Nike kicks, man. And they said, look, guys, look, let's sit down about this, have a chat like normal. We'll get the tea and cake out. And we'll just make sure it's the best thing you want to do. And if you really, really want to do it, just don't do anything stupid to the earth. You know, it could really get out of hand. No, we know what we're doing. You go away with your benevolence. We're capitalists now, and we've got a big let's make planet Earth capitalist again hat. And the jokes when they come out, they're not coming out good today, man. But that's what happened a long time ago. A long, long time ago, we said we want capitalism. They said, you're mad. They said, you're mad. And we said, we'll prove it. Fuck off. In the highest love. And they said, you swore at me. And I said, fuck off. You heard. We're taking capitalism to these lazy bastard aliens that claim benevolence. That's what they do. They're claiming benevolence. Oh, we can't come down there. We can't get involved. That's your problem. If we get involved in your problem, where is the compassion? Where is the love? Where is the consciousness? We'll mess something up. We can't get involved at that level. So they sit there in the sky watching us, thinking they're doing something, not doing a thing, other than watching planet Earth as a reality sitcom, because it must be hilarious, all the stuff that happens on planet Earth to them. Don't know how else they're doing it. They must be pissing themselves in the sky every time we make a fucking mistake. Oh, coffee. Almost lost a few drops of coffee. But that's the problem, guys. That's the problem. Once upon a time, we said your benevolence isn't good enough. Go away. And we need to end the discussion. We need to end the discussion because because this capitalism is so good down here. It's so good. This capitalism is so good. We can't bear it anymore. We can't bear it anymore. It's been thousands, if not millions of years since we kicked you out. You lot must be suffering up there, just constantly pressing the doorbell for planet Earth. Please let us back in. Please let us back in. We see it now. Capitalism. Capitalism is the way. It's all about capitalism. We'll do whatever you want. It's more benevolent than benevolence. And well, they've been pressing that button for a few thousand years now. And how are we going to fix that? We're going to fix that. Let me show you how we're going to fix that. I'll tell you about what this madman has to do in life. This is my problem. I live in a building of flats for some reason on the second floor when I have physical health problems. I scream all the time, and I live in a flat without insulated walls, and I can hear the next door neighbour's phone and phone call when he's not speaking loudly at all. And I find myself living here for some reason. I live in a 2.5 by 2.5 square metre box. The front door is broken and it weighs a ton. To push it, it's a ton. Just to push it. If I have to unlock it on top of that, it's remarkable. They've changed the lock since I've been here about 3 or 4 times and it still isn't working. There is no intercom. So I do not know for my life how other people function here receiving post in terms of parcels, anything bigger than a letter. Because I need so much in my life. I am so disabled, which means I only have a certain amount of money. And if I spend all that money around the corner, in the shops around the corner, I don't have so much money. If I spend it on the internet, it's often cheaper. So I save money and my life is better because I can spend the rest on health. Health products, health devices, supplements, medication, healthy foods. So I order a lot of post and, well, I don't know how I've received all my post. I used to have a little wireless intercom. I installed my own. It was one I found on eBay. And it was just voice. But what would happen is the delivery man would press it and I'd speak to him. And I'm often looking like this. So I need to get myself clothed and down 2 sets of stairs with a physical health problem just to open the front door, and they don't stick about. No, Amazon whip their employees. They might as well whip their employees. So it doesn't really work living here, and it's a real difficulty. And that intercom wasn't good. And well, I think it got flushed down the toilet. Do not ask. It got flushed down the toilet. Difficult life sometimes. So I needed a new one. And I thought, well, if I can just see them, if I could just see them with a video one, I don't know, I might just get an impression about what's going on. When I'm telling them, push the door, it's open and leave it just inside the door. Every time I tell them, most of the time, the door's not open for some magic reason. And I just need to see them pushing the door to know that they've actually tried to push the door just hard enough because it's a really heavy door. And then I can see what sort of parcel it is and I can say, well, no, you know what? That parcel's just not worth me breaking my body at the moment to get down the stairs and perform a miracle. in a few minutes to do that. Just give it next door to a shop or something. So I thought, let's get a video one. But what's the problem with the video one? They're all Wi-Fi, and that's a communal entrance. No Wi-Fi down there. So I had the problem. How am I getting it to my flat, which is on the second floor, without Wi-Fi? I thought about installing a Wi-Fi dongle hub down there to pick it up and then to beam it up via the stars and however the internet travels to my bedroom, which I receive the internet via a mobile hotspot. Not the best solution. Not the best solution. I had a look online and I found ones without an app that were without Wi-Fi. And well, they said I think 20 to 150 meters with one brick wall. And well, I knew I was pushing my luck because there's at least one brick wall in the way, and it's about 20 odd meters away. Let's say, I don't know. I've not taken the normal estimation of distance, but it's got to be about 19 and a half, 20 meters. And there's a good brick wall in the way, and well, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So what's the solution? I was going to give it away to someone on the first floor. I was just going to give it away. And then I thought, well, I don't know what happened, but this is the video bit. So it comes with its own little screen. And I decided, let's take it apart. Why? Because I understand technology just a little bit in this world. Just a little bit. And I know this works on the same frequency as Wi-Fi, 2.4 gigahertz. And 2.4, and I can't show you it. I can't show you it. I want to show you it, but I can't show you it because I don't know where I've put it. It might still be in my jacket pocket. It's not in the back. So I can't show you it. But let's see if you can picture it. It's this thing. It's like a aerial. It's an aerial and it looks about this size and it's an aerial. I found out. I got depressed. I opened it up and I looked on the inside. I'm like, oh, it's not there. And oh, I've lost. I've lost. And I thought, it's a lot of effort to check the back. But sometimes they put it on the back. I know. But it's a lot of effort. And I was just, my luck ain't in. My luck ain't in. I sod it. I don't know. Let's take them out. I just need to know. I need to know. And it's on the back, the aerial. It's on the back. And this story hasn't been quite told how a normal story should have told to get all the punchlines working. But it's on the back. And I know it's there. And I've got an aerial and I've got the cable. And what I'm going to do is stick the big aerial on there. And fingers crossed that gives me a wireless video doorbell without Wi-Fi when I shouldn't be allowed it in this world because no other product can cater to it. I think I spent £22 for this. That's how much I spent for just audio. But this one doesn't reach me. The audio one did. And for about a tenner more and a little bit of effort, I'll make the impossible happen. You say what? You say what? Don't stop. Don't stop. Just say I need to win. I just need to win on this. I need to win on this. Life, sod it. I've gone mad. I've gone insane and I need to win. That's what my mental health looks like. But how is anybody ever going to become perfect in this world? And that's what we're all fighting for, isn't it? Being perfect. If you're putting this mental health disorder label on an entire life and an entire future and kicking it to the grave, that's what's happening. And nobody gives an effort for fighting to win on stuff that matters. The truth is, I've got to boost my ego today. So I've had a fight with the camera. And I said to the camera, I'm mad. You're calling me mad, camera. And I'm saying, yeah. Half the story of my life supports that. Half the story of my life says I'm making miracles and impossible happen for £30 until next year. Why? Because next year, technology will get better. And what I paid £20 for would probably be 15. And maybe there's a new technology come out that says, oh, yeah, people might live on the second or third floor and need it to actually go past a few walls where they don't have Wi-Fi and internet at the bloody front door. Not a big market to cater to. So they've been pressing the doorbell now for thousands of millions of years. And they're just begging for capitalism. And while this one dumb idiot has fixed his video doorbell situation, fixing it, remedying it. We'll find out if it works. It might not work. I've only bought an aerial this big. I might need one this big. We'll see. But we fix it. We just fix it. We put it there because it's like, what's the point? We had to tell you to fuck off. You made us hurt ourselves. We didn't want to tell you to fuck off, but you raised the problem with our capitalism thousands of years ago. So it had to finish him fuck off then, and for that reason, it's a fuck off. I'm not doing a shit thing for my doorbell. Why bother? And that's the problem. That's not perfect, is it? No, no. So what we're going to do is install a video doorbell. Yep, they can't see us, but we can see them. And they're begging to get in now. We just need capitalism. We just need capitalism. And they're going to press the doorbell a few times, but we're going to see them now. We're going to see them what they're holding. We're going to see them what they're carrying. And we can have a phone discussion via a doorbell. Are you guys prepared? Are you guys prepared? Do you really want it that much? How are you going to show it to us? And well, I guess this is where I am mad, because this is all real for me. These are the discussions I'm having. I'm currently bargaining, trading, weighing out on some spiritual scale of justice and equality. And don't worry, we'll get our good cut. We've got capitalism, they've got benevolence, supposedly. And it all balance out in the end. And what, I can't press a button. I can't press a button just to open the door to say, you come up to the fucking second floor and save me a lot of pain. I'm not gifted with that in this world, and that would cost a lot of money to install. That would cost a lot of money to install. So at the right time, when I'm ready, I'll say to him, Oh, I've got health problems. I've got health problems. And because I need to put my clothes on, it doesn't matter about my health problems, because what happens is I say I've got health problems. It's going to take me a few minutes to get down the stairs instead of the minute and a half it actually takes to get down the stairs anyway. And I spend about 3-4 minutes putting clothes on. And then instead of taking 5 or 6 minutes that I deserve for my health to get down the stairs, I fly down the stairs like a madman, break my body. And I get my parcel and I think, oh, I've got to go back up the stairs, but I don't think that because I know that. And it's terrible when I have to think about going up the stairs. Just as I've fallen down the stairs, breaking my body, breaking my life for a parcel. So, my plan is when I'm having the conversation with them, the deal is this. Look, I can't get down the stairs and open it for you. I can't just get down the stairs and open it for you. No, 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 my health, my health. By the time I get there, you guys will be bored and you would have gone away. No, you're going to have to beam me up. You're going to have to beam me up. You're going to have to teach me how to fly, and I'm going to have to use my keys to open the door and bring you guys in, aren't I? That's the only way. That's the only way. Don't worry, they're not Ferrari and Lamborghini UFOs. They're really, really benevolent UFOs. What's a benevolent UFO look like? What's a benevolent UFO look like? It's going to be round, isn't it? It's going to be round still. Whatever it is, it's round. It's round. Good or bad, UFOs are round. So, from everybody watching, what I need is where am I going to land for the welcome party? Where am I going to land them for the welcome party? You say drop them off in the middle of the sea. They don't deserve it. Drop them off on the top of a mountain. Let them climb down. They just want to go. They just want to go shopping in all the massive shopping malls in America, man. That's where they want to go. Well, I've done something with the amount of pain I'm in and this live stream. It's not gone away, but I'm in a different place to it. I'm in a different position to it. Can anybody help Gabriel? He doesn't like language. And he realized the word disposition earlier and he listened to it and he realized, oh, it basically says dis and position. And he said, what does the word dis mean? And he said it normally means to take the piss out of someone. So it's taking the piss out of a position. Dispose, oppose. Position and pose are like the same thing. Dispose and disposition. Taking the piss out of a position and taking the piss out of a pose. Keep things simple, man. If you want to be perfect, keep things simple. It's a big, big universe out there that you're the center of. And I have to press finish now on this live stream, not end. I've changed software and it says finish, even though it doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter. You're perfect already. Have a good